and welcome back to Wingot Plays Nomifactory. I've done a fair bit of additional mining in between episodes. I played for about an extra 5 hours or so. I accidentally left the game on and unpaused overnight, but I've all up done about 10 hours of playtime at this point, pretty much only collecting the various ores and processing some of them. I have also got our farm fully expanded, and I've collected a fair bit of rice, canola, and even some of the other resources. I did go find some cows and some sheep, and I've penned them up here, and I've hunted down some other cows in order to get a bit of leather so that we could make the satchels. And I think I only had about 8 leather or so, and I've been harvesting wool as well from those sheep, up to half a stack at the moment. But otherwise, not overly different to... Oh, I changed the furnaces a bit. I've replaced the 6 normal furnaces that we had here with these. Just this one here is for sort of bulk smelting. I tend to often throw a stack of wood in there to make the charcoal. And then over here I've got a individual items smelter which has tiny charcoal, so it only uses a single per item. And over here we've still got the 4 that are used for whole stacks or part stacks, and the particularly for processing of metals. But the thing that I've been wanting to do for literally hours and hours is move on with some more of this mod pack. Firstly, let's grab a free overworld cake. And the thing I really want to start with is these rower sheets here. So, step 1, let's put all of these tools away. I did make the building gadget, but then realised that it needs power, so I didn't make the rest. I made a golden lasso to help with the cows and such. The infinite water source, I think I might have made that in the last episode, I don't remember. I've made the crowbar, which is fairly simple. It's basically just the rods, which are made here with ingots, and then some lapis around it, and just the tools that we already had. But going to work through this one and this one along with you so you can sort of see how this setup works, which I did skip a bit in that first episode. So let's start with rubber. So going out in search of rubber trees is a viable option for sure. However, if this isn't appealing, you can shear leaves and make plant balls. I've of course got plenty of rubber trees, but this quest is going to require us to make a plant ball anyway, so let's get rid of some of this ground cover in order to get some leaves. Oh, and this mod pack does include obviously iron shears, but iron shears would be using iron plates, and yes, those don't have to be aluminum. And I thought that seemed a bit expensive, whereas the wooden shears here only have 50 uses, so it's about 47 uses. It's about 1/5, but it only uses a few sticks, and I think this is sticks as well. So given that all I was doing was shearing some sheep, the wooden shears were perfectly useful. If I was having to get lots and lots of leaves, then that would probably be much less viable. Now, plant ball is just that, nice and easy. Let's do another round there, and we'll use up the last of this. Boom. And then we'll just get rid of the spare. So we've got these plant balls. The plant balls smelt into slime. So we've got 3, we'll put it in here. Do you get 1 to 1? Oh, good, 1 to 2. So we've made exactly the right amount to get the 3 slime balls that we're going to need here. Oh, we only need 1, sorry. And then we've got all the rubber from the rubber tree over there, which if we then smelt up, let's do a 1/4 stack, and don't need that anymore. And then rubber sheets. What? Oh. Oh, you make rubber sheets with the hammer. Okay. I accidentally made a couple of bronze hammers when I was trying to make... I made bronze, but bronze is pretty simple. It's just a matter of making bronze dust, which is 3 copper dust and tin dust, and dust is just an ingot with the mortar here. So... Okay, there we go. Rubber sheets. So this will make 32. We'll probably need lots, so let's do that. And this tar can go away. Good, so we now have rubber sheets. Clean that nickel, and what's this? Rubber soft hammer? Temporarily stop a machine from functioning. Useful when you have 2 machines running and both are unable to keep going because of a lack of power. Let one finish, then turn the other one back on. Okay. A stick and rubber sheets. Soft hammer. Oh, it's just a different ingredient, but it's the same layout. Okay. That can go there. Claim that nickel, and this here, scanner module block. Been looking, hoping for this one. You can combo this with ores. Yeah. So, where are we? Yes, scanner block. That's rare ores. Oh, I did realise that this contains a rare ores module as well. So it's showing up that emerald was not a common ore. It was just the scanner has both. What's this? Spruce leaves. I thought I deleted those. I'm confused. So block mode. Where is block? There, block. So 1 stone easy and a blank module. Blank module is rubber and slabs. Fine. I don't think I've got wooden slabs anywhere. Easy to create. There we go. And 2 rubber. Cool. In fact, let's make a second. There we go. And because I'm sure these will be used for not much primitive circuits, so I think are used all over the place. We'll make 2 black scanning modules. We need gold wires, gold plate, and darmstadium. So if I'm going to make 2 of these, then I'm going to need 6 gold plates, which means I'm going to need 12 gold. Okay. And plate to wires. You and you. Where did it go? There. Okay. Boom. And then that will allow us to make this. What? Oh. 3 of those. 4 of those. And then another one of these. There we go. Put that away. And then I need 1 stone block to make the block module. Perfect. And then the block module means we can go up here and let's say we're looking for diamonds, can tag that and then diamond ore, or as a better example, let's just use magnetite, and then in here we can take those out, put this one in, and it will show us just that, only that 1 ore. So there's this huge magnetite deposit below us, so very handy. And if you get another range module, which is an ender pearl, which I do only have one of, so I don't know that I want to spend that at the moment. And I don't think I can easily replace it. So I think I'll just hold off on getting another range module for the time being. Anyway, we have the scan module, and here we go, dusts. So copper dust, red alloy dust. So copper dust is easy. It's, how much do we need? 40. Oh. Let's do half a stack. Dust is, as I said, it's here. Just with the mortar and an ingot makes dust. And then red alloy dust is copper plus redstone. So redstone, that's going to use pretty much all my redstone. So let's cook up a bit more. There we go. And there you go, that makes 32 red alloy dust. We need 14. What is this used for? It's used to make signalum red alloy ingots. Actually, red alloy ingots is what we need at the moment, so let's cook this up. And then we need iron, makes conductive iron dust, which is 1 redstone, 1 iron. Okay. So let's go grab half a stack of iron, do the same thing here. What just happened? That's annoying. Actually, nuggets, I think, can be converted back into ingots. Good. You. Why would this not have that? Okay. Weird. I'm going to need that redstone. Also, one of the great things, yeah, with these gold is they've got 4 input slots, 4 fuel slots, and then they just have multiple output slots here as well. So very handy for bulk processing. Okay, and then we'll smelt up this conductive iron dust, and we'll replace the coal that's in here. And there we go, red alloy ingots. We'll have conductive iron in a second. Red alloy plates are going to just be these ingots. How many does it say we need? 7. To make 7 wires. We'll convert all of these. Yeah, we can always make more if we need it. So convert all of these. Conductive iron ingots. It says, yeah, we actually need the whole half stack. So I do think I've got more. Here we go, magnetite. Let's smelt that up. And that's done. Now let's convert all of these to plates. Yep. Conductive iron. Good. And then convert everything into alloy wires, which is the wire cutter over here. There we go. Should be quest complete. There you go. Smelt ingots, hammer into plates, could cut them into wires. It doesn't say what the wire's used for, and we've got an omni quarter there. Steam dynamo, so we're starting to get into power here. Cables, most basic cables, red or alloy cables can be wrapped in their rubber insulation by hand. More advanced require assembling machines and liquid rubber. You can do it the simple way for now, so rubber sheets here. Red alloy. There you go, red alloy cables. And first circuit, okay. Sub-components, we need resistor, substrate is the board, part of it, the backing that the circuit components and wires are laid onto. Good substrate needs to not conduct electricity for obvious reasons. Wood coated in sticky resin is primitive but effective. You'll also need to make vacuum tubes as well as some resistors. Paper will work as material for these for now. Make sure to code these recipes into a work table. You're making a lot of these. Okay, so the paper is obviously, we've got the sugar cane here, but we also have over to the side there rice, and rice is particularly good as a rice is extremely good as a paper source from actually additions, especially if you're having difficulty with getting sand. It costs 3 rice to make paper, and and you can easily do whole fields with only needing a single block of water, instead of having to do exorbitant sugar setups. And these setups have been running for about the same time, and you can see that it has produced more rice than sugar, but it's probably actually roughly keeping up, if we're being completely honest here. But we're going to need paper, so I'm just going to grab out this rice. The rice is of course also edible, whereas the sugar cane isn't. Rice can also be made into dough, which is then cooked into rice bread. So it tends to be much more versatile than just sugar cane is. So coated circuit boards, we need more of those. Let's grab a well, we're going to need lots and lots, so this will do. Circuit board was wood in the middle, yeah. So we need slabs. I don't know. Yeah, that is not quite enough. We don't want that many. There we go. Okay, now put all that spares. Okay, we've got a whole lot of circuit boards. Get rid of these. And then we need vacuum tubes, which is glass tube, copper wire, paper, copper wire, it's just copper plates. I think I've cooked up some copper. Yeah, we'll do 32 for now. We'll do 32 plates for now. Which makes wires here. Oops. 32. Let's do 33 so that we've got a multiple of 3. So we're going to want 11. Paper is easy, as I said, you can make it from rice. That's dough. And there's paper. Okay, so I know we only need like 22 paper. And then glass tubes is glass panes. I did make some glass before. I made a whole stack of glass before, right there. Let's try 4 to start with. 16, that should work out. So then we can go there, there, and there to make the vacuum tubes. Clear the grid. Vacuum tubes, spare glass tubes, and the last thing is resistors. Copper wires, more copper. Okay. Gonna need to cook up some more copper, I think. I sort of forgot that copper is always quite in demand in these packs. 24 and 8. There you go, that's half a stack. You're a full stack. You are half a stack. So we're going to need 8, 12 total. Okay, now we just have to wait on that. I did also turn it back to normal difficulty, so monsters can spawn, but I have managed to claim pretty well the whole area over all the way to the that entrance subway, all the way to the buildings here, and sort of to about there-ish, I think. But pretty much everything this side of those buildings, and I've claimed those 3 buildings on the waterfront there as well. So we'll probably wind up moving a fair bit of stuff into there later on. For the time being, though, here we go. Give us copper, and I think I'll do a whole stack. 4. That 2 more. There you go. 32, and then here, put that in. The wire cutters ran out. I'm gonna need more wire cutters. What's the recipe for that? This is the ugly one. So we need, give us some wrought iron. Ingot to rod. We need wrought iron rod. 2 of those. We need a screw with bolts. Screw is made from 2 bolts. So we'll hold on to this spare one, that's fine, and 3 plates. Wrought iron. And then you've got a file and a hammer. File, hammer, you need a screwdriver. So we need 2 more rods and a stick. Nope, need those. What are we missing? Stick. Oh. There you go. And then this is missing the plates. That should work. What did I do? Rod, plates. Can it not be made out of wrought iron? Can be made out of iron, but it looks like not wrought iron. That seems to be an error, because we'll grab some iron. Use that iron there. That's iron. We need 3 of these. We need 2 rods. We need screws. For screws, we need bolts. And bolts made from wire. From rod. Rod makes bolts. 2 bolts makes a screw. And then there we go. Wire cutter gets to go. You can remember that recipe. Wires is here. There we go, there's the rest. Okay. What's this? Wrought iron. Okay, now that's done. What were we making? We were making resistors. which need those, oops, those copper, coal dust, which is just coal and if this needs, yeah, that needs 2, so half as much. Yep, no dust. There you go, coal dust, and that mortar broke. Mortar is stone and wrought iron. There we go. And I think we should probably use another work table, which we can put here for that. There we go. So that should be everything we need for this quest. Yeah. Yep, good. Electronic subcomponents. And oh, I assumed that this was going to be the end of Genesis before we actually get to the beginning. What's going on here? Your first circuit with all the components made. It's time to craft a primitive circuit. You'll be able to batch craft. Yep. So we'll claim that. The progression chapter looked, I thought it was just sort of copying quests from other places, but this your first circuit doesn't actually seem. Oh, it does. It's got the same stuff. Oh, because these 3 plus the stuff we've made for the others. Storage drawer controller. I'll come back to that, but that was probably going to be useful. Conductive iron, energy, LVCEF. Let's do this one for now. Conductive iron wire. I think I've got some of that here, yeah. And I don't think I've got much in the way of spare conduit. So conduit is clay and gravel. Is this gravel? No, that's gravel. I don't have pretty much any spare of that. And sand, there we go. So let's make some more conduit binder. There we go. Put away the spares of those. Let's put away the spare clay. There we go. And cook this up. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Okay, now this conduit binder with these will go like that. Good. I think we are definitely going to need like another crate for all these little components and such. But conductive iron, energy conduit, and we've got fluid conduit in here somewhere because we made those before. Although I don't see them. That's all. We can go here into the box chest. Okay, now that's that, and then we need the steam dynamo. First major crafting project, you'll need a small bit of silver, which is fine, I've got that. If you haven't found a cleaner vein, consider buying silver. You won't need a ton of silver and lead just yet, so it won't bankrupt you. Keep in mind that dynamos only output power when burning through fuel, and only the block attached directly to the coil will be provided that power. Yep. So, steam dynamo is iron furnace. We can do that pretty easily. We've got spare furnaces here. Just going to need some iron and done. What else do we need? We need copper plates. We need wrought iron gear, so we need wrought iron rods and plates. Gears is here, yep. So we've got 2 rods, 3 plates, we can use those. I think we're going to need some more wrought iron, so let's smelt this up. Grab another half stack. There you go. What's a conduit binder? Lots of conduit binder. Probably got too much actually, but we'll be right. Okay, now we need 4 each, so we need that, and then we need rods. That should be the right amount there. Good. Gears. Put these in here. Iron gear is that, so wrought iron gear will be that. 2 gears and silver rods. Silver rods should be pretty easy. It'll just be 3 silver. There. Good. And 4 redstone. And lastly, what is this? Gold rods. So we need 6 gold with redstone. I've already forgotten how much. Half of that. No, that should be right. And then that makes rods. Good. And then do we still have conductive? I don't think we've still got any conductive, any red alloy plates. What do we use red alloy ingots for? I forget what happened to our red alloy ingots. So red alloy is copper and redstone. Okay. We do seem to be really running out of copper at an alarming rate. But let's do that, and then it's going to use up that much redstone. So cook up some more redstone while we're at it. And I thought I had quite a lot built up of the resources, and I didn't realize we would burn through so much so quick. But that's what I'll probably have to do between the next couple of episodes. We'll at least get to the steam dynamo this episode, and then we'll have to look at options. Now we just need alloy plates, so one more. What? Weird. Okay, red alloy plates. Those. And then that should be enough to make the steam dynamo. Awesome. Now we'll claim that. We'll put those away. So the steam dynamo is going to need water, which that infinite water source will come quite in handy for. If we put that here, yeah, it'll fill up with water. My understanding is this steam dynamo can run on sugar. Yep, there you go, it's producing power. So we have our first power in arguably episode 2, but obviously I did do a fair bit of mining and such off camera, which it looks like I'm probably going to have to go do a fair bit more, especially hunting down wherever that copper vein that I found was, or finding a new one. But for the time being, thank you. Just going to take another quick look here, see if there's anything we can knock out quickly. LVCEF, I've been generating RF power. Gregtech machines require EU, so we'll need to make the CEF, which will require some sort of circuit plus the LV machine hole, which are both new, so I might do those next episode. And fuel catalyzer increases the efficiency of fuel. Storage drawer controller. So yeah, we've got a little bit more to do to finish off the Genesis chapter, which this putting it all together seems like it probably is the end of this chapter, but there's been already a couple of times where I've been surprised that the chapter keeps going. So we'll come back to that. Thank you for watching, and stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one.